Hey there, everybody. Welcome back. How is everyone doing today? How's it going, Andy the Farmer and Mr. Dead Soul and anybody else lurking out there? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. So we are back. Or I am back. I am alive. Yay. And here comes Mr. Shawnee. How's it going, Mr. Shawnee? Welcome in as well. Thank you very much for that mega fart. Yes, so we are back on Judith Plains, Montana Forex. And I'm just finishing up a contract before jumping through the night. Haven't really played much, to be honest. But yes, been doing other things, real life stuff, and now that. Hey, Actate, thank you very much. Welcome in. So yes. I know there's one or two people out there who kind of know what I've been doing, but yes. And why is this thing dinging so much now? I don't know if you guys are getting it through the stream, but it keeps dinging. It's almost like when something comes through, not sure. Weird. It might be Campbell's, it might be something completely else. You have to wait and find out. Yeah, once I've got this contract finished, what I'll do is I'll load up my test save, and I can show you what I've been working on. Oh, you seen? Oh, dang it! The only thing I do need to do is I've already actually changed it to the XML, but the price of it is going to be coming down considerably. At the minute, it's like 3 million. And I'm going to make it a lot cheaper. I hope Farmer Marks doesn't mind. He might need to reimburse himself. But yes. Oh well. Yes. So that's one thing I did go through. I've got Campbell's, I think, sorted out. I was trying to play around with some of the textures on one of the buildings. Because if you look closely on one of the buildings that Green Thumb Farmer did, the original Campbell's building, the brickwork is quite big. If you add it onto... That's really annoying. I'm going to have to figure out how to get rid of that. If you put it onto the same texture onto another building, it comes up like almost half the size. And I was literally spent a good hour stretching the actual texture, saving it, reloading it, and it just didn't seem to make much difference. So I've kind of left it as it is. So the two bricks are just slightly different, but it doesn't. You don't really notice it too bad. So it's not too bad, I suppose. So yes, I do know what that is. It's to do with the I thought it was the activity feed. It's not that one. It's gonna be chat feed then. Chat settings. Show mod. Where is it? Show message call. What mod? Show message call. Nope, that's not what I want. And I noticed, was it the other day when Mr. Farmer Marks raided over to Boomhauer is constantly going on in his stream. Where is it? I know what it is. It's to do with a chat feed, as it were. The other thing is it wasn't doing this the other day, so it's something new. And obviously I've just updated my OBS today, and it may be from that. Let's see if I can see anything in the settings here. Open my view. Nope, that's not what I want. Unless it's something that needs to be deactivated when you're offline. Hey, Farmer Marks, how you doing, buddy? Welcome in. Hopefully you're doing good, and if you guys are not following Mr. Farmer Marks, make sure to click on his link there, give him a follow. It's definitely been an interesting weekend and last couple of days. Yeah, I can't see where it is. There's something in here to turn off, but I can't see what I want. It's weird, I don't know why it suddenly started dinging. But anyway, yes. So obviously I wasn't streaming yesterday due to the fact my wife had a doctor's appointment, but progress on the flat is going quite well. Obviously, for those who know, obviously we've been getting a new shower room or wet room fitted, and they're literally done all of the work now. The only thing left to do is the floor, which should be getting done tomorrow. So yay! So yeah, they had the electrician today. He's done all his work now. Got finished in one day, which was quite nice. So yeah, good day so far. Cool. Glad of it. I'm glad somebody's having a really good day, because our day's kind of gone a little bit stinky-ish. Well, the last hour or so. Yeah. Had some bad news. One of our friends has stage 4 lung cancer and probably a maximum of 2 to 3 weeks to live, unfortunately. So yeah, not good. It kind of brought back some bad memories, shall we say, from a few years ago. But yes, not good. Not good at all. But yeah, anyway, that's enough negative talk. But yes. But yeah, I've been kind of busy. Mr. Farmer Marks knows what I've been doing over the weekend. Obviously, I haven't really played too much. I've been kind of focusing on other things, trying to take my mind off of certain things that's been going on in real life. Yeah, this week I will say is going to have quite a good update for you guys. Obviously, I'll cover all of it in a little while, and you'll actually get to see what I've been working on. But yeah, obviously, if you were watching Farmer Marks, you already know of one thing coming, obviously Campbell's. And I kind of showed it off last week, I think it was, as well. So, yeah. But yeah, going forward, obviously, I've already had a little look at Board and Dairy, because obviously I want to get Board and Dairy brought in as well. I was kind of looking at that a little bit this afternoon. I was kind of considering going for actually using one of the existing Board and Dairy buildings that's on PV Rivers, but down using that as the actual dairy itself. I'll show you what I mean in a little while. Actually, I might be able to do this, because this is kind of boring just seeing you going up and down, up and down. Obviously, we're up to 85%, so it won't take too long. I've already started doing little edits to it. So, kind of want a little bit of your insights, what you think of what I am aiming for, should we say. Is phew. So, I thought I was not going to load there for a minute. There we go. So this is basically what I've done. I've literally stripped out everything for the minute. Everything is still in here, actually. Also, if I click on the whole thing, you can see all the silos and the other buildings are still here. But my idea is to basically use this main building, maybe add in a couple of silos on the side for like milk storage, for example, and then have like pallet spawning and stuff at the back here. That's kind of what I'm thinking of just using. Obviously, the box, the plane below it is a 50 by 50, so it's going within the size of what I want, which is good. So, yeah, I might actually shrink the sign down a little bit, just so it's not too much in your face. And, yeah, go with that. So, this area basically will be like your unloading area. Maybe down the side here, I don't know, or around the back will be where you pick up your pallets and stuff. So that is kind of where I'm thinking of going at the minute. But I was actually looking at some of the buildings in here, and they're not bad. They might actually utilize them elsewhere. So that is what I'm kind of planning on. The nice thing is, obviously, with it being within that 50 by 50, it keeps to a maximum size for a factory. So that's kind of what I'm aiming for. If I can keep it within a 50 by 50, obviously there is a few factories I will say I've done that might be slightly out of that border, but overall I'm trying to keep them within that little square. Makes a good size placeable, if you ask me. Right, so there is that contract done. We'll get this guy back up to the farm, and yep, but don't need that on anymore. And yeah, we'll pop on over, because at the end of the day, we'll pop on over to my other save game where I've got all my test factories on, and we'll go with that. Actually, are they still working? Hopefully without changing, that's fine. That's fine. It might just be the first comment, I don't know, that's going off on. I'll have to have a look to see if there's a way of turning that. They can ding off. Don't know if it's coming through the stream though, so you might not be hearing it, but every time you chat, it's a ding, ding. It's quite annoying. But it only seems to be when the person first comes in and chats, so that's nice. Or it takes a little bit of a break, but yes. Excuse me. But yes, we'll get this guy back home, and yeah, we'll jump on over. But yes, what's everyone been up to this weekend? Anything good happening? I need some lifting up, shall we say? Obviously, yes, if you weren't aware, I know most of you probably are, but Mr. Farmer Marks himself was invited into the SGA this weekend by Mr. Dajnet and accepted, so we now have a new member. So yes, definitely, if you're not following Mr. Farmer Marks, you gotta go over and follow him. You know you gotta. And because of that, I'm going to give him a shout out. There we go. There it goes again in my ear. And definitely go and check him out, guys. He's doing some farm sim over there. He's doing some rollcraft. Not really fond of the rollcrafter, but he seems to be enjoying it. But yeah, definitely go over and definitely check it out. Yeah, you've been doing that. Oh, I can't think of what it's called now. It's like Supermarket Simulator, but you kind of go up against each other. Is it? Oh, interesting. Definitely got to see Mr. Dajnet's stream, or Mr. Farm Marks, because I know he was streaming last. Was it last night? Retail Rivals. That's the one. Yes. Interesting. Obviously, I got Mr. Wheels was in there, Mr. Dajnet, obviously Mr. Farmarks. I can't remember if there were anybody else there. But yeah, it's definitely an interesting concept for a game. Definitely one you have to do in multiplayer. Pievs, that's it. I knew there was somebody else, but I was trying to think, who the heck was it? To be honest, I was very, very tired last night and only really caught the first, maybe 10, 15 minutes of the streams there. But I did, I don't know if Mr. Farmer Marks caught it, but I did get 145 stream streak yesterday, so yay me! So, yes. You did? Okay, I literally, I posted it and I kind of just shut down, went to bed. Because I think your counter was still going, so I thought, oh man, I want to try and stay a bit longer, but nah. I was literally struggling to stay awake. There we go. Right, there we go. Holy heck, that was loud. Oh, I'm deaf now. Yes, definitely. Rest in peace, my ears, for sure. Hey, Farmer Teddy, how you doing? Welcome in, buddy. Right then, let's do a quick save. We're going to jump over to... Oh, let me finish this contract. There, get that back. There we go. That wasn't it? Yes, let's complete this. There we go. And it's saved. Now that a few of you guys are in, I can show you off what I've been working on over the weekend. I'm trying to think how many it was exactly, but it's a few. Right. Oh, Mr. Farmers, just so you're aware, because obviously I know you've got Campbell's already. I have reduced the price of it. So you may need to reimburse yourself a little bit of money if it's on your actual save game. I didn't realize until literally a little while ago that it was like still 3 million, I think it was. So I've dropped it considerably. So you may want to reimburse yourself with about 2 million. Right, so it's just loading back up. Yes. What was that? That was what's RIP? RIP. Which one's RIP? That is a stream. sound alert, isn't it? Blurp. Let me just play that one again a sec. There we go. That's a little bit better, isn't it? I turned it down about halfway. Yeah, I added a couple more in. Let's check that one. There we go. Yeah, that should be fine. It's quite loud actually in my ear, to be honest, as well, which doesn't help. Anyway, right then, test map. Here we go. So start that up. Yes. Hopefully you guys are going to like what I've been doing. It's been a heck of... To be honest, a lot of them have been very, very quick and easy to switch over. So, but there's been a couple that's been a bit of a nightmare. And one nice thing is, I was able to figure something out over the weekend that Farmer Marks actually knows about. And I think I mentioned Mr. Green Thumb as well about it. So, yes. See, that's not too bad. Thank you. Thank you very, very much there, Mr. Farmer Teddy, for the fart. Yes, something I've been struggling with for quite a few months, shall we say. I've been trying to do something within the game, but every time I do it, it kind of came through wrong. I finally figured it out over the weekend. And I'll show you in a little while once we get in here. Sorry, I had a lot of gas today. Yes, sounds like it. Definitely sounds like it. Hope it didn't stink too bad. Well, I'm not seeing any green smoke, so it's not too bad yet. Or green fog. Actually, while this is loading up, I'm just going to shut the curtains a sec. The sun's beating down on my back and it's hot. There we go. Yeah, I think I'm going to need to start a new save game for anything else I add in. Oh, yeah. With all the productions I've now got down on this map, it's struggling to load up. It's almost like it's a 4x map. It's struggling chronically. Oh well. Alright then. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. There is so much coming in. Look at all that. Oh my goodness. There we go. Cool. Right, hello. There we go. Right then, so yeah, the thing I've had issues with is being able to bring in other mining materials into the map. Every time I've done it, it's come through black or completely wrong. I finally figured it out this weekend. I might actually have to change that. But yes, I've been able to actually bring in sand onto a map. It's not, for most people, it's not a big thing. For me, it's huge, considering I've been trying to do it for, what, 3-4 months now? And yeah, see, I've even got sand in the bucket, so I can actually add materials into a map. And so far from what I've seen texture-wise, or fill type-wise, I should say, I haven't come across anything that's gotten screwed up because of it. So I must have done something right. So yay! So I can actually add sand into as a mod now. Yay! Because obviously this is going to be going into another factory, which I put right here. Yeah, look. I got the glass factory. Yeah, good old Corning off of PV Canyon Crossing and all that. And PV Rivers Remastered is back. With a slight difference, it doesn't need resin this time. Still needs sand, you still need pallets, you still need wood beams to produce your glass and stuff like that. So, yay! So obviously glass is in here, we've got the glass jars back, and obviously the windows, which can just be sold, to be honest, at the minute. I haven't got a use for either of these as yet. The glass jars are going to be going into the candle and soap factory. as well as the pickle factory that was put out last week. Was it last week or the week before? So you'll be getting an update for that. What have I got up here? Nope, that's fine. That's you. That's the grey mill, Heartland bread, candle and soap. Done. It was quick and easy, to be honest. But it's, to be honest, the only thing I really needed to change was the category where it's loading into in the store. I was kind of happy, and obviously around the back here you do have pallets spawning as previously. So that's done. Let's jump down to the farm. Oh, I don't want to set. I want to enter the vehicle. There we go. So, hello. Hello. I've got a little fly saying hello. Hello. So carrying on. Obviously, I've now got the the liquid fertilizer, I should say, and the herbicide makers now up and running, which is good. So if you want to make your own liquid fert and herbicide using these, you can do. The beehives, I obviously had to get them brought over for the candle and soap factory because we needed the wax. So I've now got the bee farms. Obviously, you've got the standalone, the singleton, plus the farm and the hive productions all up and running, working fine. The only thing is, obviously, resin is not going to be going in, or glue should say, is not going into this. So this will be removed at some point. For the minute, I may have a look at maybe a glue factory of some kind. There's that. What else was there? There's that. Oh, I think it's all over here. That's a sawmill. That's a pallet factory. Oh, there we go. Campbell's. So if you didn't get to see it the other day, so here is the Campbell's factory. So it's basically this building here is the one that Mr. Green Thumb Farmer did for PV Rivers Remastered, and this is actually the soup factory off of the Polish map. You can see the textures are a lot different. They're literally twice the size. I just cannot get these to expand big enough to match that. But I like it. I like it. It's not too bad. Also, got the nice Campbell's sign there. There is smoke coming out of the top. You can just about see. So I've got that working as well. Obviously, around the back here, you have a unload area for your products, and obviously your pallets and all that. It's good, isn't it? Obviously, that's also all Mr. Green Thumb Farmer, and I know he got that from the FS15 version. So might as well try and reuse some of the original stuff. And then obviously over here there is 3 spawner areas. So there's 2 for pallets, 1 for containers. So containers are all these underlying factories that I'm doing. So Campbell's, the winery, not that one, and several of the others that we've got, the Pepsi factory and stuff, will all output containers as well as pallets if you want them. Personally, I'd go with the containers because they will give you a little bit extra for the container as well. So that is coming. I do actually kind of like that grey brick effect. It's nice. So that's done. Obviously, I went into the winery. This was a quick edit just to add in the containers. So that is actually outputting containers as well now. So you can actually make your wine if you want to make wine. Obviously, still unload your products into there. And obviously you can get your pallets or containers from there. Nice and easy. Didn't need to do too much. Over here, you'll probably recognize this next building that I'm going over to. So we do have the charcoal factory sorted out. I might play around with this trigger because I did run it through the winter period and this whole area ended up getting covered with snow. So what I might do is put something down in the i3D to prevent that from happening. You can still spawn the pallets out, but I might just tweak it a little bit. Maybe make it into 2 rows and maybe half the size type thing. But that is done. And obviously all of these are warning and error free, by the way. Obviously you got the sand thing that'll be coming at some point this weekend by the end of the week. and then this one right here. So I kind of wanted a oil factory, so I went onto the Asian map, grabbed that one. That's what this is basically off of, and I've kind of renamed it. None of them are buildable at all. For the buildable side of things, it needs a lot of Blender work done to them, and it's something that's way, way, way beyond my capabilities. So all these are pre-built, just place down, put your product in, and get going, type thing. So yeah, I wanted at least a PV oils of some kind. So I've actually called it PV Oils Essential Oil Factory for this one. It'll do all of your normal base game oils plus all of the PV ones as well. Obviously, you've come inside here. This is obviously where your unload area is. And obviously all your pallets will spawn over here. I did a little bit of retexturing on the roofs and stuff like that. Might play around with it a little bit more. I'm not quite sure about the yellow on the roofs though. That's something thing. I was kind of trying to get a sort of oil effect, but I might put it back to blue. Same with this here. Might put that to a blue and a white. But yes, you'll be able to do your canola oil, coconut oil, corn oil, mint oil, olive oil, plum oil, rice oil, both long grain and rice variations, rosemary oil, soybean oil, and sunflower oil. So yes, so some of those oils will go into making obviously candles or soap or whatever. Others can be used just to be sold off with. Yeah, obviously in 22 we had the revamp mod. Obviously nothing at all has come out for 25, unfortunately, that will allow us to do the buildable thing, unfortunately. Well, we can do it. The only issue is the build cycle itself. If we set up the same way as we did in 22, it will show in the menu. That's the only downside, and that's something that we kind of want to be able to hide. Obviously, I know that Green Thumb Farmer did work on a early edit of the glue factory to work in a similar way to how Giants ones do, but there was a couple of things that weren't quite working out right. So yes. But yeah, it is possible, but it is literally a lot of Blender work to get it working from what I understand. So, and it's not very fair on poor Mr. Green Thumb to put it all on him to chop these buildings up and make them buildables, let's put it that way. So yeah. Also, you could do it quite easily where you have a fence there, some bits, and then the next thing you know, it's fully built type thing. That's about the closest we could probably get. But yeah, obviously, if we want it the same way as it was in 22, should say, we could have it, but like I said, it would show in the menu here. So, for example, there'd be like a build product or a build menu as well mixed in with this, and really don't want to have that there, do you? It gets a little bit confusing. Let's put it that way. But yeah, so I think I've covered everything so far. Let me just double check. So the bee farms, Campbell's soup, candle and soap, the charcoal factory, the essential oils factory there, the glass factory, the herbicide and liquid fertilizer makers. Obviously there's the sand mine. Oh yeah, the pickle factory, and then obviously the wine factory. That's what I've done over the weekend. But yes, that is what I've done over this weekend, and obviously I'm now working on Board Dairy. Oh, Jason's about. Oh no, it's Mr. Jers 53 UK. How's it going, Mr. Jers? Welcome in. If you guys are not following Mr. Jers, make sure to click on the links, give him a follow. But yes, a lot of them are fairly easy to work out, to be honest. Campbell's and the oil factory plus the sand mine is probably been the ones that's taken up a lot of my time over the weekend. And then obviously, like I said, we're going to be looking at Borden Dairy next. Where we go? There. And obviously what I'm kind of planning is just that one central building with a sign, maybe a couple of silos or something down the side here. And my mouse is having a funny 5 minutes again. There we go. Yeah, maybe a couple of silos down here for unloading your milks into. So you got your buffalo milk in there, your goat milk, and normal milk. And whatever else goes into it. So yeah, that's kind of what I like. It's the right size. I'll have to look for some assets to spread around, just to like decoration. Obviously we've got a couple around the back here already. I've kept this was like around the front over here by the front entrance. Obviously I'm keeping hold of like that for the minute, and this. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm planning on going for Borden Dairy. And obviously it's going to be doing all the same stuff as it is on Rivers at the minute. So if coming here, so we're going to have butter, 2 different types. Obviously going to be made out of normal milk or goat milk. Oh, 3 actually got the buffalo milk as well. Obviously you're going to have your cheese, your goat cheese, your buffalo mozzarella in there, your chocolate. Obviously your bottled milk, your bottled goat milk, your bottled buffalo milk, sour cream. Obviously sour cream will be probably going into... Oh, where was it? Was it Campbell's or something? Had it? I know one of them had sour cream. That's one thing. The eggnog is probably going to be removed. I'm not quite sure yet. I could actually leave it in, to be honest, because it gives an extra use for some of the goat milk and the eggs and stuff. That may be staying, I don't know yet. I haven't quite decided. Then obviously cocoa powder as well. I know Mr. Farmer Marks has a couple of factories that need cocoa powder. So if I can find out how his is spelled for his factories, I could quite easily switch the product name or the fill type name here to match with theirs. And it'd be another one that he could get rid of rather than his little standalone. So yeah, that is the aim anyway. So that's still got a lot of work to do, to be honest, to get that sorted. So yes. But yes, once again, a big huge thanks to obviously Mr. Green Thumb Farmer for helping out with chopping up some buildings. You'll let me know? Okay, cool. Right then. So yeah, this week is definitely going to have a good sized update, shall we say, coming to you guys. Obviously, what's that? 8 or 9 factories already. So yes. Plus whatever I can get done over the next couple of days, if anything. I just wanted to have a little look. I do want to see if I can get a salt mine set up as well. Obviously, at the minute, this is just set up to output the same amount as the iron ore one that I did. So it's what, 20,000 litres per minute, I think it is, or per hour. So I might actually reduce it with some of the other things, like the salt, maybe drop it down to maybe 5,000, so it doesn't fill up as quickly. I'm going to have a look at the sign and see if I can maybe remove it or change it over somehow. Then again, I could just leave it as it is and maybe try and retexture the actual building, so you can literally look at a building and say, oh, that's the sand one, or oh, that's the salt one, so on and so forth. Actually, I might do that quickly. I want to do a little bit of modding for the minute, just have a bit of a break from farming all the time. Let's save this a sec. Let's go to desktop. So let's see, Judith Plains. So yes, look at all these mods that is currently unzipped. It's not good, guys. It's not good. So there, we'll come into here. So what I want to do to start off with is, obviously I'm going to update the icon as well, but I want to come into the mine shaft, and under the diffuse itself, I'm going to load that up. It's this little section at the top here. I want to change that up for the minute. So what I'm going to do is do a little Google search for a sand colored metal. What would that be? What was that? Metal. Sheet metal, is it? Ribbed? Is it ribbed sheet metal? I don't know. See, I'm not a builder, so I don't know what this sort of. I know it's metal anyway, but I don't know what this is actually classed as. Let's try roof for the minute. See what that comes up with. Corrugated. That's the one. So sand coloured, corrugated, corrugated. Yeah, there we go. Metal roof. Images. Let's see. I don't really want roof, do I? I want metal. Let's just do metal for the minute. And also add seamless, so you can actually see what I'm doing. Seamless. Oops, can't spell, but thankfully it understands ish. There we go. See, I'm thinking like that because if you look at the actual original texture, if I zoom in a bit, you can actually see like these little dimples here, whereas the rivets are holding it onto the side of the building there. So if we can get something similar to that, and I was kind of looking at this one here, it's very similar. It's got the little holes there for the rivets and such. Depends what the size of the image is. So I want to try and match up that if I can. So let's open up a new one. We'll pop that into there. That might not be too shabby. Let's add a layer onto that. We'll put that there. We could probably stretch it out a fraction to there. Then copy. So I don't really want to stretch it out the other way. So all you literally do is copy it and then you kind of overlay it. And just move it across and all that. Alright, so it's about there. So we'll try and marry that up so it looks fine. Yeah, so I want a little bit of the shadow there. That will be cool. There's that, and then we'll do one more. And obviously those rivets are around about the same gap as well to the original, so that is kind of good. There we go. Just using the arrows to bring it across. That's all I'm using here. Obviously, yeah, I know Mr. Green Thumb Farmer, he could probably do this in a heartbeat in Blender, but yes, I don't have Blender. What is the red? Is that for the roof? We'll see how that is. So we'll zoom that out. That looks not too bad. We'll image, flatten, we'll just save it. Yep, that should be fine. So if I now open up that mine shaft like this in Blender and Giants Editor, that should now update. Hopefully, if I've got it linked. Yep, there we go. That doesn't look too bad actually. That actually looks a lot better than the green, to be honest.
Billy is a nuisance. He will be gone in 2 weeks. I apologize for this
it.
inconvenience.
Hey, Mr. Matt, and hello, Mr. Wheels. How are you doing? That doesn't look too bad. I kind of like that, to be honest. So that would be for the sand, and what? See, I'm kind of unknown. Do I keep this logo on there? But yes, if you guys don't follow Mr. Wheels 24/7, make sure to click on the link, give him a follow. He was streaming yesterday doing some Farm Sim 25. See, if I can find that similar texture, I could change it up, maybe make a white one for a sand mine. See, this is, or not sand, the salt mine, should say. I'm actually saying that's a little bit more grey, isn't it, to be honest? One thing I might look into doing is actually I was kind of thinking maybe having something on the side of the building stating what it was. You're a year older today. Well, Mr. Sim Game Matt. Happy birthday, Mr. Matt. But like many say, not that wiser. Yes, indeed. I am sure this last year you have gained extra experiences. Let's close that. So I think that would be fine actually for this ad. So let me save that. I'm happy with that colour for the minute. Might even use that for the salt, I don't know. But what we can do now is... Hey Mamadou, how are you doing, my dear? Welcome in. Let's see if this is going to work. So we'll come into here, we'll come into here. We can reload that. Will it or won't it? Nope, okay. I was hoping it might reload it texturally, but it's not, unfortunately. Let me just shut it down and bring it back up. But yes, if you guys are not following Mamadou, make sure to click on her link there. Give her a little follow. She is a lovely content creator. And yes, beautiful, beautiful voice when she gets singing as well. You're a little under the weather. You just woke up? Fair enough. I fully understand, Mamadou. I'm a little off myself as well today. Had some bad news over the weekend and today, so yeah, not good. But it is what it is, unfortunately. It also brings up bad memories. So let's have a look. And actually, just for you guys just joining as well, I can cover what I've just literally shown everybody else. Yeah, so for Mr. Wheels who's just come in, Mr. Matt, Miss Mamadou, yes, we'll quickly run through the factories I've been working on over the weekend. It's only a handful, just a couple. But the nice thing is you will get to see what is coming on Friday. And I know at some point I will say I don't. Maybe next week I may not be streaming another day, helping to clear out some furniture for a friend. Alright, let's have a look at that. Oh yeah, that looks a heck of a lot better. Oh, I like that. So yeah, so for those just joining, obviously I've had for several months now, I've had issues loading in new textures into a map. I finally got it figured out over the weekend, and I've now got sand here on Riverbend, which is kind of nice. No warnings, no errors, no issues. It's great. So I can now load that into another map, and hopefully that won't have any issues. Obviously, once it goes on to like Judith Plains, for example, that's got a lot of products in there already, I don't know if it's going to screw anything up. That's the only thing I haven't tested yet. But yeah, I'll be able to get things like salt in. I might even go back and have a look at the cranberry, the hops, the coffee and all that to see if I can get a full plane set up for them. So, yeah. But yeah, obviously, sand will be going into... is it that one? Yep, the good old glass factory. And Mr. Matt, thank you very much for the 5 stream streak. Yes, you are slowly getting back there. So exactly the same, well, almost exactly the same as the Rivers one in the Canyon Crossing version. The only difference is this version will not need resin. Obviously, you're going to need wood beams, your pallets, your sand, stuff like that to make your glass, your window panes, and obviously your glass jars, which will do have a use. I just want to check something actually. Do I have the pickle factory? Pickles. Down. I'm sure I do. Pickles. Glass jars. Yes, it is. I did put it in there. Good. So yeah. So that's nice. We're getting the productions for any map. Yes, that is what I am. Working on. I just noticed that. That's gonna have to be sorted out. Okay, it's not. It's on those. On those. It's not on that. Okay, just gotta have a little look at them. The texture thing. The shaders are on there. Having 25 minutes. Easy enough to fix. But yes, the glass factory is coming. In addition to that, so we've got the sand factory. Hopefully, if I can get a salt one done as well, that'll be coming this week. Let's jump down to here. But yeah, what I'll try and do is have a look at the hops factory, the cranberries, see if I can get the fill plane working on them as well for the end of the week. Oh yes. So, additional factories coming. So, the PV Oils, Essential Oils factory is coming. So, it's going to do all of your normal oils-based game, plus the PV ones. So, things like your coconut, your mint, plum, all of those extra oils that was in the PV Oils. That's all combined into this one factory now. And somewhere, I think it's on this side of the building actually, I've gone through, I used a little bit of a chat GPT to create a new logo banner for the map, and I kind of like it. I just want to go up a bit and see it. I did have to stretch it out a little bit, I will say, but I do kind of like it. I do kind of like that. Because obviously it's got lavender in there, it's got orange, so it could technically, if it wanted to, add in like an orange oil, essential oils, for maybe selling or something, or for the candles, and lavender, if we get lavender again and stuff. I know it's on Judith Plains, but it's not on every map. But yeah, that is now sorted. Obviously I've gone through the wine cellar, that will now output containers as well as pallets, so if you want to stock it up, you can do. Obviously, just remember all of these end-of-line factories, obviously, that will be outputting containers, have a 1 million litre capacity for containers, okay? So you've got a fair few, so you don't really need any additional storages for the container stuff. Obviously, we've got Campbell's over here. So this is the one I was kind of showing off the other day in the editor. Like I said earlier, can't quite get the textures to match, so I'm kind of going to leave it there for the minute. But I just realised something. That is terrible. Look at that. That's terrible, Mr. Green Thumb. Only kidding. But yeah, obviously Campbell's is back for any map. Obviously around the back is where you would be unloading your stuff right there. And over here is where your pallets will spawn. There's 2 triggers, one at the front, one at the back, plus containers right in the middle. So, yeah, like it. So that is coming this week. So, sand, glass factory, charcoal factory. Oh yeah, did I show you the charcoal factory? I walked right past it, didn't I? The charcoal factory, the wine cellar there, the oil factory. Yeah, the charcoal. This is done. It's in here. It's warning and error free, by the way. Like I was saying to the guys, I might just play around with this spawn trigger a little bit, so it's maybe half the size, and you have like maybe an area there where they spawn, another one there, and then maybe raise them up so they stack. So I've got to play around with that a little bit, but that works fine. 3 products, wood chips, pallets, and water to go into that. And obviously that's giving you your charcoal and obviously your lye for your... Oh, was it the soap? See the soap or the cat? Yes, the soap that takes it. Then, yes. So obviously candle and soap. That is coming as well back. That's already in here somewhere. Which means we're going to need honey and we're going to need wax and stuff like that. So the bees, the PV bees are back along with the beehive maker thing. So the other thing is, I will say, you do not need glue this time around. I don't know. Maybe in the future I might do a glue factory, or unless Mr. Green Thumb wants to figure out his buildable version. But yes, the single one there and the bee farm is working fine. Pallets right there, it's doing good. So, yep. In addition to that, we got the herbicide maker and the liquid fertilizer sorted. So, yeah, been busy. So that's pretty much everything, if you can keep up with all that I've done over the weekend. So yes, what was that? 1, that's 2, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that 8 or 9 factories done over the weekend? And yesterday? Thankfully, some of them have been quite easy. Like the bees, for example, easy to convert over. It's just doing a category for them to load into. That's about it. But yeah, like I was saying, obviously the Campbell's factory, the oil factory, and the sand mine are probably the 3 things that is really taking up a lot of the weekend and yesterday to get sorted out. So yes. So a pretty good start to this week's mod pack, I guess, update. So let's save that for the minute. And I kind of like that new texture on the sand. Corrugated. Got to remember, corrugated. So, yes. But anyway, let's get back in and do some work, on the farm. So I've already got all these in here. Oh yeah, the Campbell's factory, like I said to Mr. Farmarks, I have actually lowered the price of it now. Rather than being 3 million, it's now a couple hundred. But yes, busy. I have been a busy bee. Got it up, actually, I don't know. Oh, yes, I definitely need to update that. And that's from Giants as well, I think. Oh, that's nasty. Maybe. It's got the smoke effect in the picture. Right then. I need to get rid of that because I'm using Mr. JD Fans. That's fine. Okay. There you go. So yes, fun. But yeah, in addition to that, obviously, like I was saying, obviously our wet room is nearly finished. Just got the floor to go. That's done. So hopefully tomorrow we'll actually be able to actually have a proper wash and a shower and stuff. So yay, finally. But yes, let's see. But yes, how is Mama doing? I think she replied, but I might have missed it. Oh yes, she said she was under the weather. Yes, I remember now. But yes. And that's fine. Actually, while this is loading up, just for those who were just joining, so my next project, once I've finished off this little lot, is I'm working on Borden Dairy. So what I was kind of planning, and I might just do a little bit while this is loading up, is just having that main central building as the placeable. Obviously the plane is a 50 by 50, so it will fit well within that. And what I was kind of thinking, maybe make this sign a little bit smaller. Maybe up along the side here, have some silos like it from the previous version for unloading your milks into. Plus maybe a trigger for everything else to go into. And then around the back here, have a loading area. So where all your pallets spawn, in other words, be around the back. I think that's going to be the better option, actually, to have them all around the back here. So yes, that is what I've been working on this afternoon. I kind of like it, but yeah, everything else is actually still in here. I need to remove it properly. The lights are going to be going. All the excess buildings are going to be going bye-bye. There's a building over here which I may reuse. Same with the one that's over here. I haven't quite figured that one out yet, what I want to use them for, but they may be coming back in another version of something. And also, I've also got the other half of what is now the vodka factory to use for Mr. Green Thumb. So I've got a lot of work to do, let's put it that way. Alright, let's get back to the gameplay screen and let's just make sure everything's working. The fish is there. We got the Plinko there, and obviously Mr. Detto almost got the star, but was miles away. There we go, that's fine. And yes, if you didn't catch it over the weekend, Mr. Farmarks was introduced into, or not introduced into, what was it? Inducted into the Sim Game Alliance stream crew. So he is now a fully fledged member. Right, I think right now we're good. I do want to pop down to my little placeable area down here. Because I was doing a little bit of leveling down here. Because I kind of want to make this into a nice little placeable area, similar to what I did with the farm area at the top here. So I want an area up here, or I should say, I want an area here, set up similar to here, but with different factories obviously. But have all of the factories kind of all within their own little rooms almost. So let me go over to the side here, so I'm not in the way of anything. And we'll see if we can start getting a couple of factories down. I do have 1.2 million. Obviously, after doing a couple of contracts today. So we'll stand here. Obviously, I do need to keep at least some money for paying the old bills. So let's have a look, see what we've got. So, coming to the Billy Alpaca category. I'm probably going to be putting the bees up near the farm, probably by the orchards actually. So we'll miss that. I might make them a little bit cheaper too. Out of interest, how much are bees normally? See, yeah, well that's not bees. Yeah, I might actually make the bees a little bit cheaper than what they are currently. Let me make a note of that, because that seems a little bit high for what you're getting. Might make it like 5,000 and maybe 15,000, for example, for these. And then drop that down to maybe 35, for example. There we go. So, start the lower prices. There we go. Okay, so I was kind of thinking the other week, wasn't I, of making this into like a booze area. So it's got to be things like Sam Adams down here. What else we got? Obviously, we do have the vodka factory. The Pepsi factory. Maybe the coffee factory as well. And maybe the winery. Let's see. So this is going to be the biggest. So I'm kind of wanting this probably. Maybe. Oh, let me rotate that around. Maybe facing that way. Let's get that so it's doing its dues. Click, yep. I think something like that there. That'd be fine. That's a lot of money, but okay. Ouch. I don't have any grapes, so I'm not even going to worry about that. I do have obviously potatoes coming, hopefully from contracts, so that'll help. Let's see, the coffee factory I could put down quite easily because that's actually quite very small, isn't it? I might put that near the beginning here. I wonder if I could just rotate that out to the side. That way. So it's almost like a stop-off for the truck drivers coming in. No. That's tiny. That needs to go somewhere else, I think. Let's see. See, there, yeah, you can see right here, obviously, each factory has its own like little room area. This is the sort of thing I want to duplicate down there. I still need to put a little bit more in around here. Oh, I don't know. This is a tricky one. I've got coffee. That's the thing. I do have coffee right in here. See, I'd almost say something like on one of these corners. Maybe put it like that. For example. Maybe flatten it off a bit. That might work there. Oh, and by the way, obviously, I know Mr. Wheels keeps thinking this is a bail cell point. It's not, by the way. However, right behind it is your bees. And they do put out honey. So yeah, if you've got crops, a fair few fields of crops over here, make sure to come on over and get these pallets before they get too full. Just saying. Yeah, I'll have to have a think about that coffee factory because it's quite a small one compared to everything else. It's in DC. Discord? Is that what you mean? Let's go with the Pepsi factory next, I think. And we'll stick it... Okay. Ooh. Yeah. So I wanted to try and keep a little bit of space going around. I've got that one, but I think that's a little bit too big, really. You knew that? Well done, Mr. Wheels. Okay. Just checking. I might only be able to get 3 in here. What was the other one I said? It was something near the top. Where is it? Yeah, Sam Adams. See, that's tiny as well. Oh, crap. Maybe... I don't know. I'd rather a biggish building, actually, to marry in with them. These are kind of small. Might have to come back for them. I need another building, maybe something biggish to come maybe here? I don't know. Ooh. Ooh. That might be a better option. Pan that around there. That would look better there, actually. Let me sell that. 75. Remember 75. Pop that there. That was the Pepsi factory, wasn't it? Pepsi, yes. Maybe have that on the tangent like that. What do you think? What do you guys think? Have something like that? Like there? Almost like a little mini industrial estate type thing. I don't know. Oh. I don't know! Man. That will do. Yeah, bugger it. We'll go put that there. Oh, oops. We'll put it on the tangent as well. So the first factory I probably put down that's actually not square with the actual grid. Right. Smooth. There we go. And the nice thing is I can start getting products brought over to these quite easily. There you go. So we got... Oh, yeah. We have the vodka factory. So, ooh, could add in. Oh, I wonder if we've got a glass bottle anywhere. Does anybody know of a glass bottle visual? Could also always make a pallet of bottles to come to the Smirnoff from the glass factory. Yeah, what I'll probably do. Oh, maybe get some. Oh, T-Miller's parking lines. You know, the parking bays. Ah, we could make a little car park here. That might work. Then they've got to walk all the way out here to the different businesses. That is an idea. Just try to think of how to finish off the area. I was hoping it'd be a bit bigger to get some more factories in, but yeah. Obviously, just the vodka factory and the tobacco factory are quite big. See, what we could do with is getting some visuals in here. Maybe some tables and chairs and stuff. Maybe something to work on a later date, but that is fine. That is fine, that's fine. I could actually get the other tobacco in here as well now, thinking about it. The mint one. Maybe. That will work, that will work. I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. Obviously, I've only got 57 grand left, so I'm definitely going to need to get some money sorted out very, very quickly. But we're going to save that there. I'm going to jump through the night. And yes. Oh, let me go see what Mr. Farmark said in Discord. Let's see this thing. Right, let's take the time up and we'll just run it through the night. That looks fine. Oh, actually, while I'm here, I just want to check something quickly. Excuse me. Sorry, I had a hiccup there. I do apologise. I was wondering whether it needed some more illumination, but yeah, that should be fine over there. That's fine. Oh look, we got the little light bugs around. Wow, there's a lot around here. Yeah, that's fine. That is fine. That's cool. Okay. I just want to check the lights to make sure that they're all working. Yeah. Looks like something. I'm still sure there's something missing on that building. It doesn't look like the actual windows themselves are lighting up. Oh well. Mr. Green Thumb did mention that there was like another XML for them, so I might have to look into that at some point. But also I wanted to add in that other vodka, didn't I? So there is that. Anyway, oh yes, zoom on. Let me up that. Okay, I don't want to go too high yet because I need to see what this is all about. Let's see. View. Icon. Where is the XML for this thing? Kids Chocolate Land, really? Okay. Cacao. What the heck is cacao? That ain't chocolate, is it? Oh, goody, we got rain. Oh no, we got sun. Okay. Wait, that's fine. That's fine. Right. Yeah, I'm not calling my stuff cacao or whatever it is. Look at that. You can always change it to cocoa powder, Farmarks. I know you can edit XMLs and stuff. Right then, let's have a look, see. Do we have anything that we can harvest today? So we are into July. Was it July? Yes, we are now. Okay, let's have a look. Let's get that. Try and get it all, kind of showing a little bit there. So, okay, my field 89, which is some poppy, is ready to rock and roll. Field 90, which is also another one that I own, is what was that? Peanuts. So that's about sell, harvest and sell. Same with 118 there. So need to get harvesters onto them. Looks like on the grass field there is ready again. That can wait. That's fine. That's the other ones I own, isn't it? So there is a few others here, like 17. I think if I remember rightly, these are like clover, which need to be mowed. So, okay. So in that case, we're going to start off with this one here, which is my poppy field. So let's find my harvester. There we go. Oh, and I was also being a bit naughty as well. So obviously I'm using case combines here. I went in for my contracts. I've been using this one on the biggest capacity that I edited. I also now got a color changeable header sorted out. The only thing I haven't been able to figure out is getting the decals on that working properly. Obviously, you got the work speed in here. Obviously, this will be coming out eventually. So you can do from base game speed, or you can go right up to 40 miles an hour. Well, I said miles per hour. It should be kilometers. Oh, yes, there. But in addition, you do have any color you want. So if you want a black one, you can have the black. If you like pink, you can have pink. See, it's just the end bits. It's gone pink, just so you're aware. I might leave the decals off, actually. So it's more universal, should we say. So yeah, this will possibly go on my Trello, I don't know yet. But I made a little edit of this. However, I want something a little bit smaller that can be folded up, and I created this. So this is actually in a John Deere header. I've really branded it as a lizard, just because I'm a naughty boy. And it now has multiple work widths. It's got multiple work speeds and also color options galore. So if I wanted a yellow header, there we go. I have a yellow one. If I wanted to go 65 kilometers per hour or 40 miles an hour, I can do. With the works width, obviously default 12 meters. But I've also added in a 24 meter, so it doubles it. Makes things a little bit easier. Let's put it that way. So yes, that's another thing I was playing with on, I think it was Friday actually. So yeah, that may or may not come out for you guys. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. I might keep it myself. But yeah, I went through, I've actually replaced the headers already. Let me pop that there. Oh yeah, I need to drop that down and take that off. There we go. There we go, there we go, there we go. You got Yeah, I know you got the one that Farmer Marks is using. Yes. 2. Yeah, I know. That's why I wasn't in too much of a hurry for putting it out to you lot. Because I know there is other headers out there that can get quite big. There's ones like in the Colossal pack as well, I believe, that go even bigger. Which is like just bonkers. There we go. Right. Unfold the header. Detach you. And we'll go get the poppies started. Anyway. Might put a hard helper on the poppies. And then go see if we can get a peanut harvester sorted out. There we go. There. There we go. I can't remember. Did I? Yeah. I think I might have changed over the combine as well the other day. I've done so much too little. A 50-meter plow are handy as well. Yes. To be honest, I am fine with the one I've got at the minute. Well, that's a 18-meter, is it? Which is the one that I edited as well. Which one is it? Which one is it? This thing, the Summers. Yeah, 18.3. I like this thing. I do. But yeah, to be honest, I could quite easily go in and probably find one of the smallest plows in the game and set it up so it is like 50 meters if you wanted, or even 100. Where am I heading anyway? You using the one from the Colossus pack? Yeah. It's okay. The only problem I think about it, obviously I've looked at it, it's the colours they always default them to. I really don't like them at all. I really don't. But I will say, if it wasn't for the Colossus pack, there's a couple of things I wouldn't have known about or how to do. So yes. Like the work speed, I didn't know how to do that. I could never figure it out until that I seen that, was it a couple of weeks ago? So it has its uses. And how you doing, Betty B, by the way? And Mr. Cup TV Gaming, welcome in, bud. I think it was earlier today you were streaming. I totally missed you. I do apologize. Wrong key. That one. There we go. But yes, if you guys are not following Mr. Cup TV, make sure to click on his link. Give him a follow, guys. Alright, let's give this a shot. And yes, I don't have my wheel connected up today, so I do apologize. Right there for my sharp turns and such. There we go. Let's put you on a hard helper. I think I put this on a slightly higher work speed as well, so it shouldn't take too long. There we go. 25 kilometers. Yeah, that will do. He shouldn't take too long. But yes, there we go. I am not right. Peanuts. If I remember rightly, that's is it spinach harvester? Nope. What's the peanut? This, oh no, it's the beet harvester, wasn't it? Tiger. That guy. Let's grab you. We're gonna go with big capacity. We're gonna just lease this. Oh, I need more money. No. Put that combine on the Formula 1 circuit. It's not that fast. I haven't really messed too much with the base game engine on it yet. Did you notice how I said added that yet? You're doing fine, having fun with this lovely game yourself, and using some of your productions. Cool. Yes. It will be getting an update this week. I've already got, was it 8 or 9 factories pretty much ready to rock and roll for Friday. Yeah, we'll see. I need more money, guys. I'm getting low. Let's have a look. Can I take another loan out? Oh, I also bought some water buffalo as well. Yeah. Let's have a look. Take a loan. Oh, it's going to allow me, just out of interest, maximum. Oh, there you go. What's that? 1,266,649. Okay, we'll do that. We'll max that. Take loan. Yikes. Need to start getting this paid back, by the way. Right, let's try this again. So, Roper Tiger, we're going to take this guy. We're going to go with the bigger capacity. We're just going to lease it. And we're going to need a header for this thing as well. So, under beat headers, at the end we have this guy. Now with this guy, this has been tweaked compared to the original version. Obviously it now has a work width and a work speed option added into it. So yeah, let's just go with the maximum on both, because I have no idea how big it is. It's 6 times as big. Oh, you put them on list, but yeah. There we go. I'm exactly the same. I'm terrible. I can never remember what mods I put, where I put them and stuff. And hello, Mr. KW. How are you doing, buddy? There we go. Obviously, I could add in color options. The other problem is with that, I'd have to add in the i3Ds to the map as well. That's on the downside. And obviously I don't want to be adding products really from this map. So like for example lavender and peanuts and stuff into the factories, because that could cause issues on other maps. Could. But yes. Good afternoon. God bless you. Hey Cup. SGA. Yep, there we go. There is the SGA mods. If you ever need them, just go over to the SGA website. You got Mr. Dashnet over there. We have Mr. I was going to say Mr. Wheels. Green Thumb Farmer. X-Man, myself. A few other people. There we go. Actually, if you were to do... No, it's not going to be updated anymore because I've deactivated it. Yeah, Billy Strello. There it is. Oh, okay, yep. There you go. I thought it was exclamation mark Trello. Yeah, I think it's exclamation mark Trello is for my Trello. And SGA for the SGA general stuff, yeah. Everything is there. Almost there. But yes. Obviously, if you wanted this map edit that I've already done, is exclamation mark map, I believe? No, Judith. Judith, wasn't it? That's what I called it. So yeah. There we go. So yeah, if you need any of it, go for it, grab it now. I haven't actually done any edits to the map yet since the last update, so you're good. I've been busy with the mod pack. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Yes, what have we got left anyway? So obviously the next one I'm going to be doing is Board and Dairy. So we got Doll Factory, we've got Wolfie's Pizza, we have the Frito-Lay. Oh, I need to focus. Sorry, dude. I'm reading and driving. Where do I get to? Yeah, Frito-Lay, possibly the Craft Factory. Some kind of a textile factory to do. And also the whiskey factory to do. So there's not that many really factories left to work on, I don't think. I think that's all the ones we came up with the other day, wasn't it? Also, we've already got Campbell's done. Oh yeah, Heinz and Ken's was the other one, wasn't it? And I was going to combine that into a single factory. Let me see. 9. Yeah, up and under. Okay. into a sauces factory or something. I don't know. Because obviously the tomato sauce that is in the Heinz factory is used for the pizza, so I need to work on that before I get to the pizza factory. Oh, we had a pizza last night. A sausage central, exactly. Frito-Lay! Yeah, the potato chips. Hectate. Potato chips, crisps, whatever you want to class them as. If you're not sure what the factory I'm on about, 1 sec, let me see if I can find it. Frito-Lay, 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 Frito-Lay. Frito-Lay there. Extract. There we go. Desktop. It's this one. Obviously it was originally on PV County. It had multiple silos on the lead up to the main building. Obviously they were removed for 22. So that one right there. Not quite sure if I'm going to actually use this building though, because it is a fair old size. So if I come into here, go to planes, set this to 50 by 50, which is usually the maximum I'm going for, it's a lot bigger, which is the downside. And I really, as nice as the building is, oh come on, stop it. Every now and again my mouse just likes to mess me up. I just have to hold down the right mouse button and it zooms out and does what it wants to. But yeah, this building is kind of nice. However, it's not very practical for really a potato chip factory, as you like to call it. So, ooh. I wonder. Let me have a little look at something. Might have found a use for this building now. I was going to use it for something else, but I don't think so. Oh, come on, behave! There we go. Silly keyboard keeps turning itself off. Maybe? No. I might actually keep that as a textile factory. Maybe a smaller version of Kushi's Textiles. Okay. Yes, well this is gonna be one as well. We have potato chips in the game, don't we now? Potato processing. I'll have to have a look at that. But yes, that's another one to try and figure out something from. Not sure yet. Not sure. Anywho, I have peanuts to harvest. Stop distracting me. That's a funny texture. Look at the render between the close and the long distance texture there. It almost looks like potatoes coming through. A dodgy potato. 109. That's not mine. I want the next one, I think it is. So yeah, I've got the field up ahead here on peanuts. I've also got the other field around by the poppies to harvest as well, which is peanuts as well. So that's nice. So G, unfold that. Oh, so that was peanuts as well. Yeah, it's weird. Just look at the distance over here. Yeah, that's a little bit funky. Right, let's see if this is going to work. It should. Right. There we go. Let's see if we can get this lined up that way. Do across a fraction to there. Lower that down. Turn you on. No issues thus far. There we go. It's working, it's working. And it should also work with the hired helper now as well, properly. I did do that with the last update. But yes, oh, I'm going to get on the action as well. Exclamation mark fish and chips. Oh no, that would be a good one. Imagine it having two commands, one fish and one chips. Fish and chips, yeah. Actually, we had pizza yesterday, and my stomach this morning was not happy. Let's put it that way. Ooh, I felt sorry for the toilet. I thought I'd just share that, by the way. I do apologise. Really? I did not know that there was a train track over here that runs into trees and bushes and such. Wow. I never ever noticed that. Now, is that a working train line? That's one thing I want to know. Or is it just a decorative train line that goes up and around there? Oh, you're gonna be a pain, ain't you? When they painted the fields, they did it rather close to the edge. I noticed. There we go. Got to do this little row freehand just for the minute. But yeah, that is really bugging me. That's weird. Is what it is. So, out of interest, obviously, we do have several streamers in chat at the minute. Is anybody planning on going live today? Obviously, we've got Mr. Jers there, we've got Mr. Wheels, we've got Mamadou, Farmer Marks. Who else have we got out there? Quite a few streamers, anyway. Yes, anyone planning on going live in I don't know, maybe the next half hour? It'd be kind of nice. There we go. We could raid over to someone. There we go. Get this end done. So that should be a nice headland for turning around. Going to try, I think, not feeling great today. Okay. Obviously, if you're not feeling very well, don't push yourself, Mr. Wheels. But one nice thing I'll have to have a look at how much Peanuts is selling for. Because all this is for is a cash crop. Oh, itchy ear. And 500 litres, was it 500,000 litres of peanuts should pay out quite nicely. Plus whatever else I might get. Hopefully tomorrow I can dream. Okay, Mamadou. Yeah, obviously if you need any help, like I said, with your mods and your save game and stuff, let me know. I can always pop into Discord later on and help you out. I don't mind that for obviously Judith Plains. There we go. And just a reminder, with all these PV mods that I have been converting so they work on all maps, please don't put them onto a PV map because it may bugger them up or bugger up the map. Just so you're aware. It's for all those other maps that are out there. Just so you're aware. Did that come through there? I don't have a Plantis Peanuts. Well, I do have in 22, but that's a huge friggin' placeable. That's the size of the old sugar factory as well. Oh man. But no, I do not have a Plantis Peanuts. Because not every map has peanuts. Ooh. Wow, that's quite a good yield actually off of one field. I'm nearly full. Obviously I've got a little strip right there. We're at 99%. We're at 100%. And yeah. Oh, hello. Someone didn't set up the density map modifier properly from the looks of it. There. That's in the map. I have no idea about that one. Right. That. Peanuts. Where are we going to sell peanuts off to? There should be a peanut factory in the map as well there, Mr. Farmer Marks. You could always use. Peanuts. Will it show in here? MNO pecans. No, because it's in the thing in it. Peanuts. I just seen it there. Couldn't find. So, wow, this is crap. That is terrible. That is a really bad score. Heck, oh well. Just saying. Right, let's see if I can find my truck and trailer. Hello. Oh, don't crash, please. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, I didn't bring you back, did I? That one? Nope, but I'm in the right spot. Okay. Here we go. I think I'll switch over to the double trailer there, actually, for this job. So, up. Detach. You. And if I remember, I hope I'm right, this has a slightly bigger capacity. If not, we're going to be doing an edit of it. Let's see. That one? 250, yeah. So this is a 500 litre. Oh yeah. Trailer. To connect you up, and let's go find it now. Haha. Yeah. I'm trying to think if it was actually built into the map or if it's a placeable version. But I'm pretty sure there's a Judith Plains peanut factory. And why is my game having a funny 5 minutes? There we go. Hang on. Hello. Respond, thank you. Let me save that. I'm getting a little bit worried. It's starting to freeze when doing things. That's weird. Let me save that. There we go. Just so I don't lose any progress. Constructions. And under there. So there you go. That's the thing I was on about the other day, Farmer Marks. But then I was thinking, this actually outputs like bagged onions, so I don't know if it would have worked anyway. But luckily we was able to get it sorted out. Let's see. Obviously, they got their own slaughterhouse on here, if anybody wasn't aware. They got their own tobacco factory. They've got a lavender processing. See, Mr. Farmer Marks, it's part of the map. It's not an external mod. Just saying. We've got distillery. We have a preserve. And I'm sure I'm sure I seen a peanut processing or something. Sugar mill, bakery, grain mill, dairy, spinnery. Oh, snacks. Was it the snacks? Yeah, the snacks. That's probably the one I was thinking of, actually. Beer and wine. Oh, look, they look familiar. Oh. I wonder. It must be a Giants thing then. Either or they've nicked my placeable pack. Just saying. When it first came out. Palletizer. No, okay. Yeah, it must have been the snack because I'd seen the peanuts right there. Oh well, is what it is. Yeah, who knows? Maybe one day we will have a Judith Plains Planters Peanuts or something. Ooh, what if you could make a little? You know how you got? I've got the cranberry bog. I wonder if we could do like a field, something similar to that, just a field where it has like the visuals of peanuts, just to go on to non-peanut modded maps. That'd be a good way of registering the peanut into it. Maybe. That may be something to look into at some point. I don't know. I'd have to look back maybe in 22. Was it 22 we had peanuts on Canyon Crossing? I think we did, didn't we? Pretty sure we did. I have to have a look at the plant visual for that. Maybe add it into like a greenhouse or an orchard or something. There we go. But a bigger field version. Alrighty. Oh, crap. Sign. I love taking the signs out, by the way, if you hadn't gathered. Yes. Alright, let's open that. Oh, I also need to have a look where I put those 3 factories down earlier on. Because there's a sign literally by the entrance. I hope it's not going to cause too much of an issue. I know I did a little bit of landscaping up there, and it was kind of floating, so I may have to remove it from my save. Yes, Mr. Wheels likes signs, trees, bridges, other buildings, and yeah, other traffic. Yes. Bless him. We love Mr. Wheels. Come on, truck. You can do it. You can do it, Ryan. Come on. I'm so glad it's not a double, because that would suck trying to get across there with a double, I think. Ryan, where are we heading? Because I need a place to go for selling this lot. Peanuts. Agricore, Montana. If I remember right, that's the one down the far end of the map, isn't it? Tech place. If it's the one I think it is, it's right down this bottom here in the middle. It is! What a surprise. Okay. I know where that is. Out of interest. Oh, let me come in here, be easier. Down here, down there. Down across. Okay, yeah, I can. Okay. Kind of wanted to go a different way to usual. Normally I'll sort of head towards the vehicle shop and then cut down. But obviously there is this other road over here we can go down. So, and obviously that will go past my little industrial estate. And I can have a look at that sign, see whether I need to maybe just remove it. But I am using my keyboard, so my steering's a little bit crazier. Actually, it's probably a little bit better at times. Alright, go. But yeah, I kind of like it. I do like this former farm over here. Also, we got the sugar factory which has gone past, but we've got the juice factory in there. We got the bread factory. We've got the grain mill in there. There is the iron ore place. The sawmill down the far end. Ooh. And obviously the pallet factory. And I just realized something. I'm not getting any tree saplings from that mod for the spruces. And toot toot to you too. Oh, hang on. There's one. See, there's one sapling right there. I've already planted like, what was it, 400? Well, two pallets worth. So what's that? 480, isn't it? All in this little area here and up the side. And I've already gone through half a year, and I am not seeing any trees grown. I hope they got it set up correctly. That's all I can say. I got a feeling that it could be going from a sapling straight to a fully grown version. See, now what we need is like Mr. Green Thumb Farmer to go in, back in, grab the spruces and the saplings and all that, and add it as a mod. Just saying, okay? Welcome back, Farmer Marks. You left, did you? But yes. Oh, okay. The clip distance on the factories need to be slightly adjusted, I think. While I'm probably at it. So that chewing tobacco factory is a little bit high compared to the other two over here. But let's see. Yeah, all of these signs are probably going to end up removed. No, what point? Why are they all over? I don't know. But yeah, it was this one right here I was thinking. Yes, that definitely needs removed. But yeah. Ah, dang it. Okay. But yeah, obviously I went through, flattened all that out. I didn't even touch that corner, so I don't know why they're like that. That's a little bit weird. I have to double check the clip distance on the chewing tobacco factory. So I have been setting most of them around about between 5 and 800, depending on the sizes. Mostly 800 to be honest, but yeah. I wonder if the others are set to 5 by mistake. Ew, I just realised as I've got over 1 million, I could go out and buy some more factories, couldn't I, and some land. No, only kidding. No, well, let's see if I can work on the ones I've got in a minute. Get them producing, and then I'll be able to start selling some. Oh, I need to check the juice. I do know, I think I've got at least 1 or 2 full containers of juices now. So I need to get them sorted out. Now, see, that should give me a good couple of hundred right there. If I sell them now, obviously, if I was to keep them a little bit longer, might get a bit more. I'll have to have a look. Doobie doobie doo. Doo 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 doobie. Doobie doobie doo. And I keep seeing that right over there. I believe it's something to do with either potatoes or sugar beets. Actually, let's go around the back. I've only ever seen something similar to that before once on... Oh, no. Which map was it? Was it Mercury? Not Mercury Farm. Michigan map. Down the bottom of the map it had that little, it's like a potato cleaning or something, I think it is. Or a sell point. That looks similar. It does look similar. Right then, here we go. Drink. Let's see how much we get out of this little lot. So, 250,000 litres. We are going to get... So that's 98,000, just over, plus a 6,000 environmental score. So 104 just for half a trailer. Okay, it's not the best of prices, but that'll do. Hey, Mr. Vortex, how you doing? Welcome in. We'll crank that into there too. So we should now get double that. Yep, so 208,000, just a little bit over. For a trailer, well, that's 500 litres. So that's not too bad, actually, I don't think. Obviously, if we were to put them into a factory itself and then make it into something else, we'd probably get a lot more, but, well. Here we go. Actually, oh, I just realised, I think this is actually the first time I've actually owned a field, grown a crop, and sold the crop. I've always tried putting it into a factory. So, yeah, this is a novel, by the way. And you're getting to see it for the first time. The only time I tend to sell a crop is when I've done a contract for it. So, yeah. Hey, well. Righty. See if I can remember how to get back. So, I think it was down here. Hanging left at the end. And then follow up and around. But, yes, how is Mr. Vortex doing, by the way? Welcome in. Getting everybody spun around. It's not good. It's because I've seen Hectate name above. But yes. Here we go, 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 go. Oh! Yeah, and I've definitely been thinking about grabbing maybe one of these other farms and make it into a pig farm. There we go. So I might be editing the map another one. I'm kind of thinking this one here because it's not too far. The Green Farm. Cooper Creek. I guess that is. I might take that one over and turn that into a big pig farm or something. Oh, hello. Oh, is this what everybody's been going on about? What is it? Is this the sheep one where it goes underneath the road there? That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Actually, I do kind of like that green as well on that building. So, cool. Yes. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking a load of trees around the outside. Obviously, set up some parking bays there, just at the entrance. Be kind of nice. Might have to find a nice little decorational pack with things like forklifts and stuff like that. That'd be kind of cool. Also, I'll see if I can bring over T Miller's lines, parking lines, whatever it is, pack. Get that loaded in. That'll be quite nice. I'll have to see which ones I've currently got. on Rivers, because I know I do have a couple of deco packs over there. I've been planting and harvesting corn. Is there a base game production for corn? That is a good question, Mr. Cole. You got me thinking now. Oil, maybe? Let's have a look. So we got the bakery. Nope. That's what I was thinking. The oil, yeah. You can put it. Oh well, you can put corn into the cereal factory, along with what's that? Rice, long grain rice, oats, chocolate, honey, and raisins. So that's a cereal factory. Yeah, oil factory. No, actually, not this particular one. Actually, to be honest, I was thinking the oil factory as well. Yeah, the cereal factory for definite. I'm just having a look at the rest. I didn't see it in the flour factory. Obviously, if you've got an edited one like mine, then yep, it will. Let's see, there's the bakery, processing. Dairy. See, obviously, you've got the small grain mill right there, which would be the same as the big one. Obviously, that takes wheat. You got sorghum. You got rice, long grain rice, oats, and barley going into that. So no corn in that one. So yeah, the only thing I can see is the. Let's see, it's frozen again. Something funky's going on. Yeah, the cereal factory. However, if you've got my pack, you can make it into flour. Or cornmeal, should say, rather than corn flour. And I haven't done any of the cereals, I don't think, from 19 yet. And a lot of the factories are actually being reduced in size as well, Mr. Cope. So, if it's a big factory, it probably won't be coming back as it was. The name of it might come back, but yeah, probably not. Let me park this up here. Pop that there. Actually, let's do it this way. Oops, didn't mean to turn that off. I'm trying to think what cereal factory we had in 19 anyway. Kellogg's, wasn't it? We did have it in 22. But that was another one that was quite a big placeable as well. Obviously, yes, when I go smaller, people want smaller factories. And I haven't converted over, I don't think... Did I ever get around to doing Kellogg's for Rivers? I don't think I did I? Obviously, that was something that JD Fan was going to do. But I don't think he ever got around to actually doing it. So yeah. Yeah, just the cereal. Yeah, maybe a pig food. If you got a pig food mixer, that will take it. Especially my one. But yeah, base game wise, yeah, nothing for corn apart from cereal. Yeah, obviously with the my production pack at the minute, you will be able to do the corn flour. On Friday, you will be able to also be able to do corn oil, because that is coming back. I don't think I've got anything else corn-wise yet. And that's a little bit corny, isn't it? You're on Elm Creek 25. Well, yep, there. That's the whole point of the mod pack cup, to work on any map. I have been testing them all on Riverbend, and all of them have come up warning and error free. So yes, you can use them on Elm Creek as well. Actually, you might even recognize the flour mill that I've done. You want there. There. Oh, that is slightly off. That way. Are you locked in? No, you're not. Lock that in there. V. Turn you on and go. Yes. If you haven't seen it, Mr. Cope, if you have a look for the grain mill on Elm Creek, it'll look rather familiar to what we have now in 25 for our gold medal flour factory. Yeah. Plus, the nice thing is I removed the collision off the top of that, so yeah. Yeah, this was actually the grain mill off of Elm Creek originally, so yes. Just saying. That's where I took it off of and converted it over to 25. Let's see. Is Dave coming out with a map to put all the new productions you are working? Nope, not that I'm aware of. Haven't heard anything. And to be honest, as we've only got maybe a year left, I don't know if he's even going to consider doing another map for 25. If it is, it'll probably be a very simple one, like another Uncharted type one. But yeah, unless he's mentioned it to anybody else, as far as I'm aware, no. He's kind of done with 25, to be honest. I think he is going to be planning on coming back to check out the alpaca and beans, or beans and alpaca, or alpaca and bean DLC. So we'll see. But we shall see. I'm using them on the. That's the same map that Dajal Crew's playing on. So yeah, Benny B. Yes. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know about Mr. Dajnet. I think he's had enough of it, because obviously it does take a lot of time to create these maps. I know the map that I was doing was taking a stroll on my computer, taking a toll, should say, not a stroll, on my own computer. So yeah, you just ask. Yeah, it's fine. There's no harm in asking. Obviously, yes, I will give you my honest opinion, and as far as I'm aware, yep, nope, no plan on coming back. But yeah, I think if he could do like an Uncharted one, kind of like how it was for 19, I think people might be interested in that. And obviously that came out late on in FS19. It was literally, what, 6 months? Maybe a year before 22 came out. And I do know a lot of people do like that Uncharted-esque type map. So, thing is, I kind of, but we do have obviously, what you call it, Uncharted Valley by JD Fan. Obviously, he's done that. So we do kind of have a No Man's Landy type map already. But it's also getting some of the those extra features. That's the problem. It's getting those extra features into the map that we've been able to have previously that right now probably wouldn't even be able to be done. That is the thing. Because you know what Dave's like. He likes to break the barriers, doesn't he? And find something new. Just think about it. Back in 19, we had explosives. We could take a next piece of dynamite to a mine wall or tunnel, whatever, blow it up. That was lovely. Same with the stones and stuff. Obviously, Giants then went that little bit further, added in the breakable rocks and stuff. Yeah. And obviously, there is a lot of Uncharted-esque and on No Man's style maps out there already, so it's like, what can you add into that type of thing? I think bringing back the option for the... I don't know how easy it would be, but back in, was it FS15? I think it was. On PV Rivers, the original, there was vehicles and equipment scattered around the map that you could claim as your own again and repair them type of thing. That would be kind of a nice idea. That would be kind of a cool idea on a No Man's style map. But getting it to work, that is going to be the issue. Yes. Need a county one. Yeah. You're playing Glenland map, which is 95% forestry with a river only. Yeah. Yeah, see, so like I've said many times before, I like a map. This is just me, my own personal preference. I like a map that has a basis there already. I'm not a big fan of No Man's style maps, in all honesty, where you literally have to create the whole thing yourself. Obviously, PV Rivers is great. Obviously, it had a basis there already. But you were able to remove the buildings and really make it your own, customize it yourself. That I liked. This map, without the edits that I've done to it, yeah, I don't know how long I would have lasted on here. I would probably have found a plot of land to start up my own farm, to be honest. And yeah, I think this one, in the, I think it's the mod description, states it has around about 28,000 trees in it. So yeah, that's just without the ones that I've added in. All these ones over here I've added in myself, I've placed down, so yeah. I've been a John Deere fan for years, since finding Farming Simulator, yeah. I'm loving the class. Oh yeah, the classes are nice. I will say the classes are nice. Yes. Which one was it? I did have, I think it was back in 22, I had on Canyon Crossing a farm set up for class. Had class harvesters, tractors, all that. This time around on here I'm going more case. I haven't had a proper case farm in a while. Obviously the last one was more of a Massey Ferguson farm, so yes. I'm slowly making my way around all the different brands. Actually, I think oh, what was it? The main farm on Canyon Crossing was more of an Adco, so it had Fent on there, you had Massey Ferguson, you had Valtra, so it was a bit of a mixture. But it's kind of cool. But the nice thing is we are getting some updated new buildings to replace some of those older ones. But anyway, I'm going to park up here because it is time for me to get the heck out of here. So let me save this a sec. You like the tracked ones? Yeah. The tracked ones are very good in muddy fields, I will say that. I've been using the Case Quad Track a lot in fields, and they don't get as stuck as much as wheel tractors. But with that being said, we're going to call it there for today. So a big huge thanks to all you guys coming out today. Much appreciated. Obviously, I will be back again tomorrow. And obviously Friday will be update to the pack time again. So, I do see a target, so let me get this raid underway. We're going to go see Mr. Wheels today. He is also playing on Judith Plains. Looks like he's doing some truck work, some clearing out the orchards, I guess, to make some money. Bless him. I think he's enjoying them a little bit too much, because he's getting a lot of product out of it to sell. The thing is, I did lower the price on those per pallet compared to how they were in Rivers. So imagine what he's doing now times by, I think, maybe 4 back then. So, but anyway, yes. But big huge thanks for you guys coming out today. Thank you very much for your sound alerts. And obviously Mr. Sim Game Matt too for his 5-stream streak. I did see there was a handful of follows over the last few days. Thank you to those guys if you are out there. Much appreciated. But yeah, we're going to go see Mr. Wheels 24/7. So until tomorrow, guys, have a great rest of your day. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.